What is up, my cranky crew? It's Ethan from CrankGameplays, and it's 2017! As you can tell, I am really sick today. I'm surprised that I can even, use my voice at all, but, my nose is so stuffed up, and, my ears are really, I don't even know how to describe it, but, they hurt a lot, and, my head really hurts a lot, and, oh, it started yesterday. Yesterday, I could feel it coming on, and I was just like, oh, no, I'm gonna get real sick, and I did get real sick, so I just want to apologize because usually I'm all bouncy and energetic and stuff, but I got a whole boy, yeah. But it's 2017 now, which is insane. It's so weird to think about because I was just thinking wow, 2016, it's going by a few months back. I was like, it's almost over. Wow, it feels like it just kind of started, and now it's over. Another year has gone by, and that is, it went really fast. 2016 was a weird year because there was a lot of really awesome, insane, cool stuff that happened in 2016, but there was also a lot of really terrible stuff that happened in 2016. There was a lot of stuff that I had to deal with in my personal life that I have never had to deal with before, and obviously it's part of my personal life, and I don't really want to talk about those things, but there was a lot of things that happened this year that I had never had to deal with before, and some of those things were really good things. Some of those things were really bad things that I had to sort of deal with on my own, and none of you guys knew about any of that stuff. So overall, though, 2016 was, despite the bad times in 2016, in the rough parts of 2016, overall, 2016 I think was an amazing year for me, and it was an amazing year for the channel. Obviously, these past couple months, the channel has grown so much. An insane amount of growth has happened on the channel, and I can't thank you guys enough for that, for being here and sharing the channel with each other and enjoying the videos. And there's just been a ton of cool stuff that has happened since I moved out to LA, and again, that was a huge thing. In all senses of the phrase, it was a life-changing decision for me to move out to LA, and it was something that it was kind of a tough decision to make too, because I was leaving all of my friends and all of my family and going to a place where I only knew 2 people at the time, and I was going and doing this thing that I was very unsure of. I was like, oh boy, this is a really cool opportunity, and I went and did it, and I am so happy that I live in LA now, and that I'm working with the people that I'm working with, and I'm so inspired every day by working with Mark and Tyler and Catherine and Amy, and just the little team that we have is so wonderful and so nice, and they're such great friends. And again, they're people besides Mark and Tyler, and even Mark I wasn't really super good friends with until these past few months, but I'd never met Catherine before, and I had met Amy one time, and so it was really cool moving out to LA and then just having these new friends, because I was very worried about that, obviously, because I only knew Tyler and I knew Mark, and it was just moving to a place where I only know 2 people, but all 4 of those guys have just made it seem like such a home over there, and have I don't know, really taken me under their wing. I don't know, I feel so accepted there, and I feel very happy to be in LA, and I'm really happy that I made that decision, because it truly was a life-changing decision. That is the biggest decision I have ever made, and probably will ever make in my life. But a lot of other stuff happened in 2016 too. I did my first panel with my friends Brian and G and Emily and Indie PopCon. That seems so weird because it seems like it was such a long time ago, and I was like, well, that couldn't have been 2016. It was 2016, was it? Yeah, it was 2016. Weird. That seems like such a long time ago. But I did my first panel with them, and it was absolutely insane. So many more people showed up for that than we ever thought were going to show up, and then we had a huge signing after, and it was so amazing and so cool, and that was the first time that I had ever experienced that kind of thing with YouTube, because I had never done a panel before, and I had never done a signing or anything before, and there was a lot of firsts this year, and a lot of just crazy opportunities that I never thought that I would have gotten. I went to so many conventions in 2016 and met so many of you guys. I had never met as many people as I did in 2016, and 2017 is gonna be even more crazy. PAX South is coming up this month now. Oh boy, that's 27 days away. I'm so excited. But PAX South is coming up, and that's gonna be the first convention that I will be going to after my move to LA and after all of this like channel growth and stuff. So it's gonna be really cool to see like how many of you guys I get to meet, and I am so excited, and I cannot wait. And there's gonna be a signing there as well, which I'll talk about in another video, because this is about reviewing 2016 and talking about the things that happened and talking about the future in 2017 and what I want to accomplish and what I want us to accomplish together. So, but I'm so excited to go to more conventions in 2017. And in 2017, I think I'm gonna be going to more conventions than I ever have ever. So I am extremely excited about that. I can't wait to see more of you guys and do more panels and things like that. I just, going to conventions is something that I look forward to all year round. Like, I'm always just like, okay, when's the next convention that I'm going to? Because they're always so much fun. Like, it always really puts things in perspective. Like, meeting you guys, it's like, wow, like, I got to meet all of these people, and that is such a small fraction of like what actually is behind the channel. And it's just really cool. And like, I get a chance to hang out with my friends, because pretty much everybody that I have ever done YouTube with or have met through YouTube, we don't live near each other. We live on opposite sides of the country, or sometimes even like different parts of the world, which is so cool that like YouTube is such a huge community that like people could be all over the world. It's so cool. But I can't wait to meet more of you guys in 2017, and I can't wait to hang out with more of my friends in 2017. It's gonna be really cool. Another amazing thing that we accomplished in 2016 was a charity stream. And the charity stream, I originally had the goal set to $5,000 to raise for Able Gamers, and we blew past that. We raised, I think $8,700 in the end for Able Gamers, which was just absolutely mind-blowing. Like, I never thought, I had a hard time believing that we were gonna reach 5,000, and that wasn't because like I didn't believe that we could do it. It was just like $5,000 is a lot of money, and I had never set a goal that high before, so I was like, ooh, I think we might be able to hit it, but I think it's gonna be really close, and we blew past it. Like, we almost doubled it. It was absolutely insane. So thank you guys so much for making such a huge difference with that, and like getting the community together for that stream was so cool. It was so awesome to just see everyone come together like that for a great cause, and I can't wait to do more of that in 2017 too, and do more streams and charity streams and raise money for awesome causes and do more meetups and things with you guys. I want to do more things that involve you guys, because you guys are my favorite part about doing YouTube. Like, I love meeting you guys so much, and I love interacting with all of you, and I want to do more things with you guys, whether that's like doing more meetups in random spots. Like, I did my meetup in Maine recently, and that was insane. And I haven't actually talked about that yet, so I guess I'll do it now. I mean, no better time than now. But I had the meetup in Maine because I'm in Maine currently. I came home for the holidays because this is where I grew up. And I tweeted out a little bit before I came to Maine, and I was like, hey, how many of you guys are from Maine? And there were probably, through Twitter, from what I saw, there was like 15, maybe 20 people. And so I was like, oh, great. Like, we should do a meetup. That would be really fun to just like see you guys like from Maine. It would be really cool. And it's really cool too, because there's a lot of people like in my town where I grew up that now watch my videos, and it's like, weird. Like, there's people from like all over the world that watch my videos, but also there's people that watch my videos that live in the town that I grew up in. It's just really, it's so cool. I say cool way too much. I don't know why I do that. But I was thinking like, hey, there might be like 15, 20, maybe 30 people that show up to the meetup, but that would be really cool to do. And so I set a date, and I set a time and a location, which the location didn't work out because so many people showed up. I think there was almost 300 people that showed up, which is, like, going from before the meetup and me thinking like, yeah, it would be really awesome to get to meet 30 people, and then having almost 300 people show up. Like, that was absolutely insane. And so what happened, and I do want to apologize, because obviously I did not expect that many people to show up. I had no idea that many people would want to come and say hi to me. And so I originally had the location set in the mall, but before I even got to the mall, I got a slew of tweets of people being like, we're getting kicked out, there's too many people, blah, blah, blah. And so before I even got to the mall, everyone was already kicked out, and they were out out in the parking lot, and then I got there and I walked up and there was this giant crowd of people, and I was like, there's no way that this is all for me. Like, it was so insane to see that many people lined up. And I had to talk to the police, and they were like, yeah, you can't do this here. This is, I mean, like, technically private property, and you cannot hold this here, because apparently they thought that it was a protest originally until they talked to some people, because, I mean, it makes sense, because, like, why else would a bunch of people be, like, together just, like, walking through the mall? It's kind of weird. And so that was a little misunderstanding, and apparently there were some people that almost got arrested, which is absolutely insane. And so I just want to apologize, because I didn't know what to expect at all, and I should have been more prepared for what could have happened, and what did happen. And I didn't have another location that we could have gone to, and so I was like, okay, let's go to this park. And some people didn't see that tweet or didn't see the video that I put up shortly after, being like, we're going to a new location. And so I know that there was still a lot of people that didn't get to say hi because of those misunderstandings and because I wasn't as organized as I should have been. So going forward, if I do one of these again, I will make sure that it's more organized, and I will make sure to, you know, think about it a little more and be like, like, maybe the mall isn't a great place to do it in case a bunch of people show up. So I just want to apologize about that. But the meetup was, it was insane. It was so incredible seeing that many people show up, and that many people just, like, it really puts things into perspective, because the channel is very, very close now to hitting 200,000 subscribers, which is absolutely mind-blowing, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. But seeing almost 300 people in front of me and thinking this is such a small fraction of, like, the size that the channel actually is, like, it really puts things into perspective, and it really makes me think about, like, how much this community is growing and how many people are here. And it was just so amazing to meet all of you guys and get to interact with you guys and make that reading your comments IRL video. It was so much fun to just be able to answer your questions right there in front of you guys. It was amazing. So everyone who showed up to the meetup, thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for those of you that I talked to. You guys told me, like, your stories and how the channel has affected you, and there were so many people that were so overwhelmed from meeting me. Like, there were people crying and stuff, and it was so different from anything else that I've ever experienced. And it was crazy to see, like, how much the channel and how much my videos actually impact some of you guys, to the point where it's like you're crying because you're meeting me, even though, like, I'm a very normal person. Like, it was really cool to just see how much my videos mean to some of you. So thank you guys so much for being here and supporting the channel and watching my videos. And I'm so glad that my videos mean something to some of you. So I cannot thank you guys enough. I'm just very excited to see what we can do going forward. In 2017, I have a feeling is going to be a very big year, a very, very big year. And I cannot wait to get started, and I'm so excited to meet more of you guys, and I'm so excited to go to more conventions and stuff like that, and I'm so excited to make more videos. And I do want to make more videos in 2017, and I want to be more consistent in 2017, because these past few weeks I've been very inconsistent on YouTube, and, like, I've been posting videos every day, but they haven't been at the correct time that I want them to go up. And to be completely honest with you guys, like, I haven't been super proud of the content that I have been making recently, because all of this stuff has been going on these past few months, and I've been trying to get settled in LA. I feel like my videos haven't been as good as they could be, and I want to work more on making stuff that I'm very, very proud of, because there have definitely been some videos recently where I'm not super proud of them, and I'm just posting a video to make sure that I get something up on time. But I wanna make sure that I'm making content that I'm very proud of, and I want to make more videos. And I've been, like, I want to be very transparent with you guys, and I never want to be disingenuous with you guys. And I want to let you know that, like, recently, because of everything that has been happening, like, even though it's been incredibly cool to move out to LA and, like, do all of these cool stuff with Mark and Tyler and those guys, like, it has been really stressful because everything is so new, and it's just like, I don't know what I'm doing, bye. But there's been a lot of stressful things, and not bad things or anything, but it's very overwhelming moving, not only because before, like, I lived with my dad. I lived in this house with my dad in Maine, and I packed up everything and I moved across the country to a place where I only knew 2 people. And so it's very overwhelming and very stressful at times. And although I'm incredibly happy that I made that decision, and I'm so grateful to have that opportunity to be able to work with those guys and to be able to move to LA and make videos full time, it's been so incredible. It has been stressful because that kind of thing is naturally stressful, you know? I kind of like have had times where I've freaked out a little bit. It's just like, oh, what am I doing? Like, I'm moving across the country where I don't really know anybody. Bah! I feel like because I've been pretty stressed recently, there's been sort of like a creative block. And whenever I get one of those creative blocks where it's like, oh, I don't know what to record. Oh, I feel like my content is shit. Whenever I get into those modes, I always have to work through them, because I heard this quote, I think it was from Dodie Clark, and she was talking about like creative block and stuff like that. She was talking about, she made this metaphor about like a water faucet, and like sometimes there's like the gross, disgusting water, but you just gotta keep turning the faucet and pushing that water out until it gets clear. And so that's kind of the way that I go about making stuff when I have that sort of creative block, is just continuously making things until I get out of it, because making things, at least in my case, making more things inspires me. And like getting into the groove of something and like having those days where I make like 5 or 6 videos in one day, like really helps me, because it gets me very motivated about making videos, and I like get into the groove of things. And because everything has been like kind of crazy recently with me moving and stuff, I haven't had the opportunity to like sit down and like focus on everything as much as I'd like to. And so in 2017, I want to make more stuff that I am very proud of, and I'm starting to get it back, because I was in a little bit of a weird space for a while, just because there's a lot of stuff happening. But I am very excited for 2017. I cannot wait to see what it holds for me and what it holds for all of you guys and all of my friends. And so thank you guys so much for being here. Not only being here on the channel, but being here in general. I know that there's a lot of you guys out there that really struggle with some things. And I know that for some of you, 2016 may have been the worst year of your life, possibly. If you're watching this now, you made it. You made it through 2016. So congratulations. Thank you for being so strong and sticking to it, and you kept pushing throughout the year, and you never gave up, and you gotta keep going, please, because 2017 could be the greatest year of your life. You have no idea. So please stick around and keep fighting, because you are an incredibly strong individual. I believe in you guys so much, seriously. Just keep fighting, because this could be an amazing year, and I think that it's going to be an amazing year. I cannot wait to see what 2017 has to offer for everybody. But thank you guys for being here for 2016 and for 2015 and 2014 and all the way back to 2012 when I started YouTube. Thank you for being here, and I cannot wait to see what this year brings for all of us. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to slap that like button right in the face, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you all. Stay cranky. Bye.